Support and resistance levels were not invented by me. Way back in the 80s, Linda Raschke described certain things. And I didn't invent the support and resistance line either. And the most important thing that I like about trading on the currency market is that you practically do not have to invent anything, but only use what has been invented before us. And right now, I will show you my reversal points on the support and resistance lines, which I trade on myself. And you can make money this week too. We will also discuss the important news on the Australian dollar, which can lead to a sharp fall of the Australian dollar. And you can make money on that. But of course, we will discuss which currency pair is the best to trade with my trading robot. My name is Roman Kornev. You are on the channel about professional trading. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so that you don't miss my weekly videos, which I have been recording for you for 5 years. So here we go. This is a chart of the S&P 500. That's the US index, the largest index that includes the 500 largest companies in America. And what do we see on this chart? We see a rise and then a decline. And here at the top, we see a pivot point, the peak of that growth. It's called a pivot point or a reversal point. A pivot point gives me the opportunity to form a resistance line. In this case, this and P500. Let's take a look at what happened next. Next, price broke through this resistance line. And after it came back up to that line again, the price broke off exactly from that point, which mirrored the support line. There's a reversal point forming here as well. But the most important thing is that you can see that the price descended to this line and exactly broke away from this line, almost point to point. Thus, knowing how to correctly determine the support and resistance lines, you can determine the reversal point, enter the deal correctly, buy the index, and the price will rise, and you can make money on it. And quite quickly. As you can see, the price has passed 11.5 thousand points after it broke away from the support line. This is $11.5 thousand if you trade one standard lot in the Metatrader platform. And it is not necessary to have a large deposit for this. In order to trade one standard lot in the Metatrader platform, it is enough to have $100 on your account. So open an account using the link in the description at the broker I work with and start mastering this science, this profession, which is a super profession, I believe. You can trade from anywhere in the world, in your home, on the couch, on vacation, including, as in these pictures, on the beach. It's quite realistic, meaning you don't have to go to work to do it. This is why I love trading. And of course, in order to make fewer mistakes, lose less money, and earn more, you should start with fundamental basic knowledge, which I give in my basic course on trading for beginners from scratch, absolutely free of charge. If you open an account with a broker, fund it with $300 or more. So if you want to get this course, write to me on the link in the description in Telegram. I will tell you how to get it for free. If you did not manage to make money on this growth, then be careful. The next reversal point will be exactly when the price reaches the top again to the historical maximum of this S&P 500 index. And from here, the price is likely to reverse, rebound, and go down. Here you can make money on the fall. You can also make money on the decline if you don't know about it. It is as easy as on the growth, actually. The only thing I will tell you at once, if you are just starting to study the financial market, is that most likely this maximum will be broken and the price will go further. But before it breaks it, there is a high probability that there will be a downward correction. Therefore, even if you make money on the decline, do not expect it to fall far. Most likely, it will be a temporary rebound and the price will go further. But to put an alert, to make money on it, not to miss this signal, be sure to put an alert here and trade and make money on the S&P 500 index. And not to miss the strong currency price movements that are coming this week, subscribe to my Telegram. It's 30 minutes before the big news that moves the markets. I release my commentary, my forecast on various economic news. Right now, let's see what's the news this week that we can capitalize on. There will be several news this week. I will publish them all in Telegram, in the Telegram channel. But here's what's the most interesting news this week right now. Let's look at the economic calendar. So on Tuesday, May 20, there's going to be news. The interest rate decision from the Central Bank of Australia, and the current rate is 4.10%, and it's forecast to go down to 3.85%. For the 20 years that I have been trading the market, I have seen the same pattern. Almost always when the rate goes down, the currency at that point also goes down. If the rate goes up, the currency goes up. Sometimes it's the other way around. Markets are unpredictable. You cannot be 100% sure. But in most cases, when the rate goes down, the currency also goes down. So make a note of this news. Don't miss it. And if the rate is really lowered, and it is very often lowered, when you publish a forecast on investing.com like this, the currency of this country, where the central bank lowers the rate, will also go down. So I expect to make a good profit on that. I hope you will too. Subscribe to Telegram so you don't miss this news. The link will be below the video. Let me say a few more words about the S and 500 pesos before we look at other currency pairs. As price is rising right now, the S&P 500 is in an uptrend. Here I am looking at it on the 4-hour chart, and I expect it to reach the resistance line in the near future. That is, there's a tendency to growth after all, and that's why it's best to run my trading robot in buy mode on this instrument. It has 3 modes, if you don't know. Buy mode, sell mode, and buy sell mode at the same time when the price is rising. Wherever it goes, up and down, the robot collects profits. But now, when the uptrend is obvious, it is better to use the buy mode. You will make better profits on it. So if you are already trading, include in your portfolio those traded with the Fly Dynamic robot. Include the S&P 500 index in your portfolio. Well, if you haven't tried my trading robot yet, email me at the link in the description in Telegram. I will tell you how to get it for free. Now let's take a look at the Euro-Canadian dollar currency pair. I chose this currency pair because you can trace the resistance line, the mirror resistance line. And let's take a look at the chart. Look here. Here is where the price reversed. There was a reversal point. Then the price went down again and reversed again. There's a second pivot point. Now we'll take the support line and draw it further like this. If we draw it further, we will see that when the price broke through this support line and returned to it again, another pivot point was formed, and it was a mirror resistance line, and the price broke away from it and went down. Accordingly, you can also make money on it. Mirror support and resistance lines, my favorite line. Let's see how far the price has gone here. It passed by 350 points. That's $350 on each lot traded. And just a reminder, let's see. M15 candle, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a total of 5 candles. What is 5 candles? That's a little over an hour. In just over an hour, you could make $350 from just one lot. I'm not going to give any other reversal points on this currency pair yet. I don't see those in the future. Yeah, good signals. But just on this currency pair, I wanted to show how such reversal points are formed and how they work out. By the way, if you want to receive selected pivot points that I trade on, subscribe to my VIP channel. There I give entry points, entry price, take profit. I give a detailed analysis on the chart, how I determine this point, so you can understand how it is formed. If you are interested, subscribe. Passability is more than 90% of my signals. Write to me in Telegram. I will tell you how to get a subscription to this channel. Well, now let's look at the euro-dollar currency pair. There is a near-term reversal point on which you can make money. But since the trend is downward, it is quite possible that the next time the price reaches the resistance line, it will break away from it. You can sell and make money on the decline. Let's take a look at the H1 chart. The price has already tried to approach, but it has not reached it yet. I think that the resistance line is still in the working mode. That is, when the price reaches it, it will work out, the price will rebound and go down. Another currency pair, which also has a lot of mirror reversal points, the pound, the Swiss franc. Look, we already worked out these points here. We had a maximum once, then the price came up, turned around, there was a mirror support line, then it came up 2 more times. Look, it was rebounded, but I think it may work itself out again. So this zone here, it is a reversal zone. I think that when the price reaches it, it will be rebounded once again. It will be possible to buy here and make money on the growth. So mark this currency pair for yourself as well. You can put an alert as soon as the price reaches it, or you can put a pending order to trade with a pending order, so you don't have to wait, you don't have to miss it. Gold also shows an interesting picture. There is a reversal zone here and here. The price can also rebound from it short term and go down, but in general, despite such a strong volatility, yes, let's look at the daily chart. Look, the price was slowly going up and down, and now it just started to fluctuate so wildly. Many people ask me in the chat room too, what will happen to gold, where it will go. I believe that gold in general will grow. But now, at the moment, whether it will rise or fall, it will do it in a very volatile way. So there's going to be strong movement. It's going to go up, then it's going to go back down. It'll go down, it'll swing up again. So you see how strong the swings are, up and down, up and down. So we have to be careful with gold now. This is not the time when it was slow. There is another reversal point from the resistance line. As soon as the price reaches it, I also expect a downward correction from it. It will be possible to sell here and make money on the decline. A little bit similar picture on the currency pair Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. Here the M15 chart is quite small, but nevertheless, I have a lot of scalpers. I know who likes to scalp, trade inside minutes, 5 minutes. So I give you a 15-minute chart. Accordingly, the price will reach this line. Resistance from it can also be sold and earn on the decline. And lastly, let's look at the Australian dollar-dollar currency pair. There is also a resistance line here. If the price reaches the resistance line, you can sell from it and make money on the decline. Also note that on Tuesday, we are waiting for the news on the Australian Central Bank. If they cut the rate, the Australian dollar is likely to decline when the news comes out. And if it turns out to be near this resistance line at the moment of the news release, it will double the signal. That is, technical analysis will say that the price will go down. And the fundamental news will also say that the Australian dollar may go down. So it doubly reinforces the signal. I always keep an eye out for coincidences like this. Also subscribe to the Telegram channel so that you do not miss such news. Look at the news on which currency pair, on which currency, look at the chart. If some stars coincide here, if the price at this moment is near the support or resistance line, which strengthens this movement, it is doubly cool. We can reduce risks, increase volume, and earn more on such movements. That's the overview for this week. Don't forget that I use a cool app that allows you to use your crypto wallet to pay directly for purchases in Russian stores, cafes, restaurants, without cashing out, without exchanging USDT and other cryptocurrencies for rubles. It is no longer necessary today. This is already the last century. If you have cryptocurrency, if you earn on forex or somewhere else with cryptocurrency, if you have USDT in your wallet, you do not need to exchange it. There's all sorts of different laws coming out right now that are tightening up this area. There is a cool cryptocurrency wallet that you can exchange by QR code from a terminal right in the store and not exchange crypto. Use it. I've been using it for months now. I get high. And you will also like the link in the description. There will be a link called Pay Crypto, and in stores in Russia, all go download and use. Well, as for trading, to better identify support and resistance lines, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have many different useful videos on different strategies, correlation strategies, different indicators, and so on. So everything will be useful to you. If you are just starting to learn the financial market, you don't need to look for anything. Subscribe, be in the know. I have been releasing videos every week for 5 years now. Just use my videos and build your trading strategy based on them. And for those who are already serious about getting into it, come to me for professional mentoring. In person at Zoom Online, I also do my training and try to help you earn more from the market. I wish everyone a successful trading week. Trade with pleasure. Bye, everyone.